when it comes to receiving.
Bearcats a convincing win against Towson a week ago. The sidearm delivery is there to Royer, the tight end, spun down. Load up the backfield on second down. And the handoff over the left side is Corey Kiner. First down yardage.
This is what Cincinnati did. Outside zone or even zone cut. You're running the ball towards the outside and you're asking your running back to find a gap.
For Cincinnati native. Another touch. Officially a gain of 2. Off a play action. Pass is caught. Another first down. They overhauled the roster in the offseason. Here's Evan Pryor, the Ohio State transfer. To the edge and barrel down. Panthers show 6. And they'll bring 5. Time for Sorsby. He'll step up. And throw it away. Empty backfield for Sorsby. Sensing backside pressure, down he goes.
What happened was you saw inside pressure, if you will. Inside linebackers were stepped up on the inside, but instead of blitzing, they dropped back into coverage.
Weather this morning, we woke up to 51 degrees, a crispness that you don't see a lot this time of year in these parts. Corey Kiner, another big gainer.
For over 1,000 yards last season. The same type of offense what we saw last year is what we see this year. Run to the outside, find the hole, get vertical. Now what makes it special is you have to make someone miss in the
1 yards after 7 touches for 51 last week. Now the numbers there. Bearcats want to run after beginning his college football career in Baton Rouge. Play action. Sorsby off the back foot, floats it. 2 receivers in the brings 6, a 3 deep, 2 underneath. Couldn't do it last year, trying to get back to those ways this year. And the pass is caught.
If there were ever a game plan that you'd want to start if you're Cincinnati, this is it. Turnover on defense, leading to offense. You saw the time in the pocket.
To come into his own, the second he entered the portal, picked up nearly 20 scholarship offers. Made a ton of plays last week, a big one early this week.
To the pressure that Pat Narduzzi loves to bring. You look at it, you see right there on the left side of your screen. You think that Royer is going to be blocking, but no, he's wide open right to the 6-man pressure, or even sometimes 7-man pressure from Pitt.
Bearcats 1 of 2 on third down. Sorsby, another deep ball coming back to it. Reeling.
Better in one-on-one coverage.
Fake it to Chance Williams. There it is again. Royer up to the races. It's for absolute beast. Williams motions out. Sorsby goes straight ahead. Stacked up and driven down. Donovan McMillan. Fake it to Kiner. Sorsby wide open. Well, he had 2 targets.
He could have made it easy on himself, but he chose the harder way. You had 2 guys wide open. Notice the linebackers are all flowing the wrong direction. And what a perfectly placed ball by Sorsby. Yes, you had your option. Big differences in last year in this.
Sorsby has spotted 5 different receivers early. Taylor, thank you. Start of our second quarter, 14-3. Our score is Pryor around the right end. Keep an eye on 11 in motion. Already put up some big numbers today. Post corner, there it is. Fake it to Corey Kiner. Sorsby sails it out of bounds. Beast himself, one of the top targets for Brendan Sorsby. Scott Satterfield told us, Brad Glenn, the OC, Royer's like a joker. He's good on all hands.
Back on this one.
Panthers will bring 5. They'll set up the screen into it. Kiner. Gotta get down.
His running back screen. That's what we saw in that last play. So you want to bring them all y'all come and try and sack me? Come on, come on, come on. Nope. I'm going to throw right over your head.
On first down, Bearcats utilizing
routes.
Fake it to Chance Williams. Sorsby rolls out, flings it to the end zone. Dangerous pass. Tyron Smith goes in motion. He'll get it on the swing. Smith with a crease and a first down.
This is another version of a screen, essentially a tunnel screen, but a screen to the outside. Motion, ball's out now. Ball's out extremely quick. You know there's going to...
Fake a sweep. Sorsby keeps it. Well, we've seen a lot of Chance Williams on the field. Power formation and brought down in multiple sports. It just seems to translate well. From the 25. Sorsby steps up, the pump fake, pass delivered. Aaron Turner brought back everybody from last year's team. Another screen, Turner. With Philpott, Taylor Davis on hand. Play action. Pass in the flats
So far.
See if the Bearcats want to take a shot. Instead, it's Kiner. Nifty spin move will pick up to not throughout his career as a play caller. Passing yards will follow. Sorsby again back to the air. Sterling Burke. Pistol look, Kiner. Try to cut it back. Coach, let's get it going. He's gotten it going so far today. 8 carries in the first half. Royer turns out to be a lead blocker.
Confidence. Brendan Sorsby could have thrown it to Royer. He was open in the flat. Instead, he pointed and said, no, Royer, you go block for me, Joe. And so Joe made the block.
And the stop on this drive. Otherwise, a clear and present uphill battle in the second half awaits. 8th play of the drive on 4th down. Panthers need a stop, and they won't get it.
The running back in the backfield. Kiner and Matlack meet in the backfield, and Kiner wins the battle. That's a tackle for loss. That's a 4th down stop. That's
a move. Time winding down. Under 2 to go in our first half. Sorsby kept it.
Roy, that was a great play by Matlack, getting his hands up and tipping that ball. But this is the most critical time and junction in Bill's confidence, and they get the ball back at the beginning of the second half.
How much time's left on the clock would matter there. Corey Kiner churning the legs. Royer joins him in the backfield. It's Kiner again. .40 seconds remaining in the half. Sorsby back to the air. Broken up in the last. H-back in that backfield. Now in motion. It's open in the flat. Chase the other way. Sorsby back in the end zone and out of bounds.
Of the game.
Something to watch. The Bearcats.
Cincinnati offense.
8 different receivers have caught passes as well. Tony Johnson stepped right in front of the defender. Picks gain of 16.
Bad decision by Battle. So when you're on an island, your job, if you can't get the pick, make the tackle. So if you're going to attack the ball, attack only maybe with
Brendan Sorsby and Scott Satterfield reiterated to us this week. We got to stay out of 3rd down and long in this game. They've done it so far. Sorsby on the ground.
If I'm Narduzzi, I have to be so frustrated because we're blitzing, but we're not getting home. We have a wide open shot at the quarterback, but instead we're running upfield.
2-1 advantage. Time of possession department.
Yet he accepted that pressure to allow time for Henderson to get open. You see the pressure coming right up his face.
Kiner inside zone, tumbling for the Bearcats. I didn't know if that was an Acho favorite. Get ready for all those big games in the NFL.
Henderson, you see there, one-on-one, and he's
3rd down conversions in this game. 7th play of the drive, back to the well one more time. Henderson. Way. Bearcats on the ground and through the air with Brendan Sorsby. Being so efficient today. Turned it over on downs. The opening possession of our second half. Evan Pryor. Kiner in the backfield on 3rd and long. Sorsby off the back foot. Joe Royer. Sorsby back on the field. Kiner bowls over collision.
And this Pitt defense has been on the wrong end of nearly every collision when Corey Kiner has the ball.
Kiner now approaching 80 yards on the ground. Deep handoff. Kiner stays on his feet. With a vision.
Outside zone play. The way the play's got to be made is from the back end. Luke Hader's going to be on the front end of this play. He gets to the 2nd level and takes care of 2 players. No holding, great inside hand placement, and causes another big time.
Before there was contact, most of my carries. And Source for CK. Smith went in motion. Williams weaves his way ahead for Brendan Sorsby and the Bearcats of Cincinnati getting the job done here at home against Pitt. And on third
in that game.
Big House is quiet for the moment. And the Panthers sensing something defensively, a mouthpiece.
Thanks for the time.
Thank you.
Second down and 10 to open the fourth quarter. Corey Kiner dragged down. 30 on the ground today, Acho.
And that was a great block by Dartanyan Tinsley. You see him on the offensive line. He holds the inside.
At a $132. Thought about running the reverse. They somehow got it back to Sorsby. And looking for.
They actually went over this play in practice. Now they did it a little bit closer to the 40-yard line, but they would hand it off, pitch it, and throw it back to the quarterback. But they ran it to the opposite.
Sorsby on second down. Lines up in the slot. Pryor, the running back. Here's the screen, and it's incomplete. Game time. Bearcats get it back, a one-score game. Open is Henderson just for a moment, and that's enough.
No issues with them going for two.
4 straight passing plays for Cincinnati. Now on the ground, Chance Williams. Rolls the dice ahead to the 40. Second and 6, Williams lasso down. Oh. Back to the air, and sack!
Big play, Biles. 6'1", 215, sophomore out of Columbus, Ohio.
Well, the Cats, the Pokes, and the Panthers all rallying in this early window. Corey Kiner, the LSU transfer and Cincinnati native. Corey Kiner will fake it to him out in the flats. Jamoy Mays. Now the touchdown goal game. Cuts it back. And against the grain in the.
You know how when you play somebody, a certain team, you feel like, man, this is a pretty good matchup. That's what Corey Kiner feels every time he picks.
Up in Pittsburgh, kind of a similar feel. Cincinnati got out in front big early. Pittsburgh rallied late. Tension in Nippert. Bearcats 1 for their last 8 on third down. Make it 1 for 9.
On this series, he had the critical pressure here. A few series ago, he had that big-time tackle. George is in the middle. He doesn't get blocked. He forces a quick throw. And now,
timeout to work with, and a long ways to go to get into field goal range for Carter Brown. Dump off is there, hard hit. Sorsby. By a little bit of time, directing traffic, nearly falls down. Got to get rid of it. And he's brought down. Sorsby.
So one thing you can't do in a situation like this is waste time. Sorsby, if it's not there, throw it in. Build your confidence.
After consecutive timeouts, Sorsby. Underneath. Here comes the lateral back to Kiner. And that